In a previous lecture, we did an overview of the moving average crossover system. In this lecture, we're going to do an overview of the automated magic moving average EA specifically. In order to do that, I'm going to use the strategy tester with the magic MA loaded into the strategy tester. When I then click on expert properties, it will bring the input part of the expert advisor up, and that will give us an idea of what drives this particular EA. So let's have a look at the input expected for this particular EA. Bear in mind that the basic EA is the moving average settings, which are offset by a certain amount. So that is the basic and main part of the EA. All the rest are filters and refinements of that particular EA. So let's have a look at the settings. Initially, there are settings for the day of the week. Now, those are filters and refinements that one can make, and you can actually specify whether you want to trade on a Monday or Tuesday or whichever day you want to trade. Then there's input required for the number of lots that you want to trade. The number of lots that you want to trade is dependent on your account size mainly. Then there are inputs for the time of day that you want to trade, the start time and then the end time. Then the main settings for this EA are the MA period and the MA offset. You can then refine this EA even further by stating a target or a take profit amount, and you could add a stop loss to this EA. You could also add a trailing stop, and if you want to refine your trailing stop, you do it in steps of either 1 or 10 or 20. That's a refinement of the trailing stop. And that is the basic EA. It also provides for a second trading window. Now, why that is so is that some traders would like to trade the Asian session and then the US session. So you can actually use this EA to trade different sessions of the market if you like. We're not going to be looking at the second option. We're going to just keep it simple and focus on trading one session a day. So that is the basic overview of the trading robot. When we go to the testing section, the important setting there is to make sure that you have an account with enough money in that will not prevent you from getting the most appropriate settings when you optimize. 10,000 is normally sufficient. We are not going to be using the genetic algorithm for now, so I'm going to unclick that. So that is the basic magic MA EA with the various filters in place. We have now reviewed the EA, noting the settings for the moving averages and the various filters. We are now ready to move on to the next lecture where we can create a testing and optimization strategy.